In John 10:10, Jesus says, I have come that they may have life, and have it to the full. At Edge on Friday nights, we meet and spend time together, having fun and learning about life with God. We are all called to do amazing things. Each of us are called in different ways to walk to the edge, place ourselves in God's hands, and walk off, trusting in nothing more than His promise. In this way, Christian faith is a lot like wingsuit base jumping. Wingsuits are a crazy invention pioneered by a Frenchman who jumped from the Eiffel Tower in 1912. He died that day, but wingsuiting did not. Wingsuit base jumping involves climbing to the top of a high point, walking to the edge of a cliff, dressing up in a wingsuit, and stepping off the cliff. Regardless of all the planning and experience the jumper may have, everything hangs on one thing: their suit. They may use the highest quality suit and check it over again and again, but at the end of the day, they have to trust their suit. If their suit doesn't work, they're probably dead. Proximity flying is an extreme form of wingsuit base jumping, where the jumper falls off a cliff and tries to fly as fast and as close to the ground as possible. Jeb Corliss is possibly one of the world's most famous proximity jumpers. In 2012, Jeb jumped at Table Rock. He aimed for a balloon set as a target. Unfortunately, the balloon snagged on a rock, making it too low. The result was that Jeb, flying at great speed towards his target, slammed his legs into a stone ledge. His legs shattered on impact and he tumbled head over heels. Amazingly, he resumed flying and landed, injured, in a bush below. Describing his experience, Jeb said that he never thought the human body could hit something that hard and survive. Now, obviously, Jeb survived, or this would be a really dumb story. So, in 2013, recovered from his injuries, Jeb Corliss returns to his wingsuit and flies the crack in China. You may be able to relate to Jeb in some way, or you may not. You may live for taking risks, or you may avoid them whenever possible. Regardless, God calls us to step outside of our comfort zones and fall into His arms. God is our wingsuit. We have to trust Him with all that we have. The good news is it's not actually all that hard. It's just terrifying. If you watch a wingsuit jumper, you will notice two things. Firstly, they don't take a run up. They walk to the edge, then they fall off. It's the same with God. He has led you to where you need to be. Now you just need to trust Him and let go. The second thing is that despite having wings, the jumpers don't flap them. They're not powering their flight. They're just pointing themselves where they need to go and trusting physics to do the rest. That's basically life with God. We find ourselves at the top of a mountain, let go, trust Him, and keep ourselves pointed in the right direction. Sometimes things go wrong. Like Jeb, you might think you were heading in the right direction, only to find the target wasn't in the right place, and now you're feeling hurt or broken. You might be thinking this is the end, that you'll never be able to fly again. God doesn't give up just because we do. If you're alive, you can fly again. So this is your challenge today. What are you at the edge of? What is God challenging you to trust Him with? Do you have the faith to let go and fall into His arms again and again, even if you get hurt sometimes? Isaiah 40:31 ends with, Those who wait upon God get fresh strength. They spread their wings and soar like the eagles. So if you're intermediate age, come to the edge. Fridays, 5 to 7 p.m. weekly.